Hey everyone, it's Sadia, and welcome back to the channel. Exams are right around the corner, deadlines are looming, and I know a lot of you are feeling the pressure. Staying focused for hours on end can feel impossible. Trust me, I've been there. But don't worry, in this video, I'm sharing 10 of my absolute favorite study tips to help you beat procrastination, boost your focus, and make the most of your study sessions. Let's jump right in. All right, let's kick things off with the foundation of productive study, your study environment. It's time to ditch the distractions and create your very own focus fortress. Now, this doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could be a quiet corner in your room, a spot at the library, or even a cozy coffee shop. The key here is to find a place where you can consistently minimize interruptions and signal to your brain that it's time to focus. Find a space with good lighting, a comfortable chair, and a desk that's free of clutter. Personalization is key. Surround yourself with things that inspire you and put you in the right headspace for learning. Now that you've found your ideal study environment, let's talk about setting yourself up for success with laser-focused goals. Before you even crack open a book, take a few minutes to define exactly what you want to achieve during your study session. Instead of setting vague goals like study for math, get specific. Are you aiming to understand a particular concept, solve a set of practice problems, or review previous notes? By setting clear, actionable goals, you'll give your study session direction and purpose. Let's face it, we're not wired to focus for hours on end without breaks. Enter the Pomodoro technique, a simple but incredibly effective time management method that can transform your study sessions. Here's how it works. Set a timer for 25 minutes of focused work, followed by a 5-minute short break. During those 25 minutes, eliminate all distractions and give your full attention to the task at hand. Then, when the timer goes off, step away from your studies and give yourself permission to completely disconnect. After 4 Pomodoros, reward yourself with a longer break of 20 to 30 minutes. This structured approach to studying helps prevent burnout, improves focus, and boosts your overall productivity. Chapter 4. Tip 4. Silence. The digital noise. Eliminating distractions. We live in a world of constant digital distractions. From social media notifications to emails and text messages, our phones have become masters at hijacking our attention. So here's your challenge. Create a distraction-free study zone. Put your phone on silent, turn off those pesky notifications, or even better, use apps like Freedom or Forest to temporarily block distracting websites and apps. Every time you check your phone or respond to a notification, you're essentially ripping your brain away from the task at hand. By eliminating these digital distractions, you're essentially giving your brain the gift of uninterrupted focus. Chapter 5. Tip 5. From passive to powerful active learning techniques. Let's be honest, passively reading through textbooks or highlighting endless pages just doesn't cut it when it comes to effective learning. It might feel like you're doing something productive, but in reality, it's often just busy work that doesn't lead to true understanding. It's time to ditch the highlighter and embrace the power of active learning. Active learning involves more than just reading. It's about engaging with the material in a meaningful way. Active learning is all about engaging with the material, asking questions, and making connections. It's about being an active participant in your own learning process, rather than a passive recipient of information. One of my favorite active learning techniques is the Feynman technique. This method is named after the famous physicist Richard Feynman, who was known for his ability to explain complex concepts in simple terms. Here's how it works. Imagine you're explaining the concept you're learning to a friend who knows nothing about the subject. This forces you to break down the information into simpler terms and truly understand it yourself. As you teach it, pay attention to the areas where you stumble or struggle to explain clearly. These moments are crucial because they highlight the gaps in your understanding. These are the areas where you need to revisit your notes or textbook for clarification. By identifying and addressing these gaps, you solidify your knowledge and improve your grasp of the subject. This method forces you to process the information deeply and identify any gaps in your understanding. It's a powerful way to ensure that you're not just memorizing facts, but truly learning and comprehending the material. Chapter 6. Tip 6. Fuel your focus. Hydration and healthy snacks. Let's talk about brain food. Just like a car needs fuel to run smoothly, your brain needs proper nourishment to function at its best. Staying hydrated and eating healthy snacks throughout your study sessions can make a world of difference in your focus and energy levels. When it comes to hydration, make water your best friend. Keep a refillable water bottle on your desk and sip on it throughout the day. Dehydration can lead to fatigue, headaches, and difficulty concentrating, so it's crucial to stay on top of your H2O intake. Ditch the sugary processed foods that lead to energy crashes and opt for nutritious options that provide sustained energy release. Chapter 7. Tip 7. The sleep-study connection. Prioritizing rest for optimal performance. I know it's tempting to pull all-nighters, especially when you're cramming for exams or facing deadlines. But trust me, sacrificing sleep is one of the worst things you can do for your cognitive function and overall well-being. Think of sleep as a superpower when it comes to learning and memory consolidation. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night to allow your brain ample time for this essential process. By prioritizing sleep, you're essentially investing in your ability to learn and retain information more effectively. Chapter 8. Tip 8. Unlock your memory power, study aids for enhanced learning. Let's face it, sometimes we need a little extra help to make information stick. Studying can be overwhelming, and it's easy to feel frustrated when you can't remember what you've learned. That's where study aids come in. These handy tools can boost your memory, improve information retention, and make studying more engaging. They can transform a daunting study session into a more manageable and even enjoyable task. One of my personal favorites is flashcards. They are simple yet incredibly effective. They're fantastic for memorizing definitions, key concepts, or even foreign language vocabulary. You can carry them anywhere and review them whenever you have a spare moment. Write a question or term on one side of the card and the answer or definition on the other. This method helps reinforce your memory through active recall. Then, quiz yourself regularly, shuffling the cards to ensure you're not just memorizing the order. This keeps your brain engaged and helps you truly learn the material. Another powerful study aid is mind mapping. This technique is especially useful for visual learners. This visual learning technique helps you connect ideas, see relationships between concepts, and organize information in a way that makes sense to your brain. By laying out information visually, you can better understand and remember complex topics. Chapter 9. Tip 9. Find your center. Mindfulness and meditation for enhanced concentration. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to feel like our minds are constantly racing with thoughts, worries, and to-do lists. This mental clutter can wreak havoc on our focus and make it incredibly challenging to study effectively. The good news is that incorporating mindfulness and meditation into your daily routine can help calm the mental chatter and improve your overall concentration. Mindfulness is all about bringing your attention to the present moment without judgment. Start with just a few minutes each day and gradually increase the duration as you become more comfortable. Chapter 10. Tip 10. The review game, reinforcing learning for long-term retention. Here's the thing about learning. It's not a one-and-done deal. To truly solidify information in your long-term memory, regular review and revision are essential. Instead of cramming all your studying into one marathon session, space out your review over time. Review the material shortly after learning it, then again a few days later, and then again a week later. This spaced repetition technique helps reinforce neural connections and improves long-term retention. Another effective review strategy is to test yourself regularly. Testing not only helps identify areas where you need further review, but also strengthens your recall ability. Study smarter, not harder. Your journey to focused success. In this video, we will explore effective strategies to enhance your study sessions and achieve your academic goals. So there you have it, my top 10 tips for boosting your study focus and making the most of your study sessions. These tips are designed to help you stay on track and maximize your productivity. Remember, finding what works best for you might take a bit of experimentation. So be patient with yourself and embrace the process. It's all about discovering the methods that suit your learning style. Start by incorporating one or two of these tips into your study routine and gradually add more as you go. You've got this. Consistency is key, and small changes can lead to significant improvements over time. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more study and productivity advice. Your support helps me create more content to assist you on your academic journey. And don't forget to share this video with your friends. Let's conquer those study goals together. Sharing knowledge and resources can make a big difference in everyone's success. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay focused, stay motivated, and keep pushing towards your goals.